Welcome back to Gear Up Bike, the channel where power, style, and performance come together on two wheels. Today, we're diving into a machine that bridges the gap between modern minimalism and classic American soul. This is the 2026 Honda Rebel 500 Harley Edition, a motorcycle that dares to mix Honda's precision engineering with the spirit of Harley-Davidson-inspired design. The camera pans around the bike, giving the audience a full 360 view as the music builds. The narrator continues, "At first glance, the Rebel 500 Harley Edition immediately stands out. It's a mix of raw attitude and refined craftsmanship, something that grabs attention whether it's standing still or cruising down the boulevard." Honda has taken the much-loved Rebel platform and injected it with a dose of heritage styling, paying tribute to Harley's cruiser DNA but without losing its Japanese reliability and balance. As the shot transitions to a close-up of the front, the host kneels beside the bike. Let's start with the front profile. The moment you look at it, you're greeted by that circular LED headlamp with a thick bezel that gives a subtle retro vibe. It's not overly flashy, just enough to remind you of those classic cruiser days. The telescopic front forks are blacked out for a stealthy look, while the beefy 16-inch alloy wheel wrapped in a chunky tire gives the Rebel 500 a muscular front stance. The handlebars are slightly raised, offering an upright yet relaxed riding position. It's a look that feels equal parts aggressive and inviting. The camera glides along the bike's side, showing off its sculpted tank and low-slung seat. From the side profile, the Rebel 500 Harley Edition looks compact yet full of presence. The 13.2-liter fuel tank has that iconic teardrop shape, finished in matte graphite black or deep metallic red, colors that pop beautifully under sunlight. The exposed steel frame adds an industrial charm, while the subtle Rebel and Harley co-badging on the tank gives it a limited edition appeal. The seat is low and scooped, positioned at just about 690 mm, making it accessible for riders of all heights. You sit low, the bars come to you naturally, and your feet rest comfortably on mid-mounted pegs. It's ergonomics done right. The sound of the exhaust note grows as the host starts the bike, revving it slightly. Now, when you move toward the rear, things get even more interesting. The tail section is kept minimalist, with a stubby fender, and LED taillight tucked neatly underneath, and side-mounted number plates that add to that custom look. Dual rear shocks are exposed, offering 3.7 inches of travel, tuned perfectly for both solo rides and short-distance cruising with a passenger. Everything about the back of this bike screams compact rebellion, nothing unnecessary, just pure function with flair. The video transitions to the engine close-up, the metallic details glistening in daylight. Underneath all that metal art lies a 471cc liquid-cooled, parallel twin engine. This power plant is familiar, borrowed from Honda's proven CB500 lineup, but tuned differently for the Rebel's laid-back character. It produces around 47 horsepower and 43 Nm of torque, delivered through a smooth 6-speed gearbox. The throttle response is crisp, yet forgiving, perfect for both new riders and experienced cruisers who appreciate refined performance. Power delivery is linear, and thanks to Honda's slipper assist clutch, gear shifts feel buttery smooth even when you push it hard. The camera cuts to on-road shots at the host cruising through twisty mountain roads, the engine humming at low RPMs. Once you're on the move, the Rebel 500 Harley Edition delivers that unmistakable cruiser feel. It's not about sheer speed, it's about connection. The low-end torque gives you that satisfying pull when you roll on the throttle, and the bike maintains its composure even at highway speeds. There's very little vibration thanks to Honda's precision balancing, and the exhaust tone, while subtle, carries a deeper burble that feels inspired by Harley's signature rumble. Drone shots show the Rebel gliding through open roads, chrome and matte textures catching sunlight. What makes this motorcycle special is how it combines two philosophies: Honda's obsession with reliability and Harley's emotional connection to the road. You can ride this bike every day, take it to work, or head out on a weekend trip. It's not intimidating, but it still makes you feel like you are riding something with soul. The frame geometry keeps it stable, and with a curb weight of around 191 kilograms, it feels surprisingly manageable even in traffic or parking situations. Cutting to a night scene, the host continues, The LED lighting all around gives it a modern touch, from the headlamp to the tail light and turn indicators. The digital LCD display is small but clear, showing gear position, fuel gauge, trip meter, and clock. It's minimalist but practical. The build quality is exactly what you expect from Honda. Tight, well finished, and solid. Every bolt feels intentional. Every surface feels premium. A sequence of shots shows the suspension working over bumps. The ride comfort is another area where Honda nails it. The telescopic forks in the front and twin shocks at the back are tuned for urban comfort. Soft enough to soak up potholes but firm enough to handle spirited cornering. Even on longer rides, the seat remains supportive. It's one of those bikes that encourages you to just keep riding without thinking twice. The camera follows as the host pulls over at a scenic viewpoint. Braking performance is reliable too, with a single 296mm front disc and a 240mm rear disc, both supported by dual-channel ABS as standard. The brakes offer predictable bite and progressive feel and no sudden surprises, just smooth, confident stopping power. A cut shows a slow-motion view of the host leaning the bike into a curve. Handling-wise, the Rebel 500 Harley Edition feels nimble for a cruiser. Its low center of gravity and balanced chassis make it easy to maneuver, even for newer riders transitioning into the world of bigger bikes. The wide handlebars provide excellent leverage, and you always feel in control, whether cruising in town or carving through countryside bends. As the background shifts to an urban setting, the host continues, "This bike isn't just about performance, it's about personality." It gives off that sense of freedom every time you fire it up. It's a statement bike, something that says you appreciate style, comfort, and individuality without compromising dependability. The narrator smiles as the camera zooms in on the tank badge. Now let's talk about the price. The 2026 Honda Rebel 500 Harley Edition is expected to start around $7,500 depending on your region and the color variant. That places it in a sweet spot, affordable enough for mid-level riders, yet premium enough to offer a true cruiser experience. In markets like Asia and Europe, it might go a little higher due to import duties, but still remains one of the best value cruisers in its class. The footage transitions to different accessories: saddlebags, seat upgrades, and exhaust kits. Honda also offers a range of official accessories, from touring seats and fly screens to custom exhausts and backrests. You can easily personalize the Rebel to suit your vibe, whether you want it to look like a stripped-down bobber or laid-back weekend cruiser. As the music slows down, the final shots show the host riding off into the sunset. At the end of the day, the 2026 Honda Rebel 500 Harley Edition isn't just another motorcycle. It's a bridge, a meeting point between East and West, between heritage and innovation. It proves that you don't need a massive engine or an outrageous price tag to feel that emotional connection every rider seeks. You just need the right balance of sound, style, and soul, and this Rebel nails it. The camera fades to black as the channel logo appears on screen. If you enjoyed this detailed review, hit that like button, share it with your riding crew, and don't forget to subscribe to Gear Up Bike for more honest, in-depth motorcycle reviews every week. Ride safe, ride free, and keep your gears up. The outro music swells, the sound of the Rebel 500's exhaust echoes in the distance, and the video fades out, leaving behind that unmistakable feeling of wanderlust only a true cruiser can deliver.